Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with Terry. Today I've got a little battle for you in my Kitakaze. I was actually trying to test out the new defensive AA skill, but didn't get a carrier. Instead, we're playing Domination on Neighbors against Freddy, Alsace, Sovietsky Soyuz, Ibuki, Vallejo, another Ibuki, and a Z-46. So you're in the Kitakaze, and she's a gunboat, right? You want to use your guns. How do you make this happen? And there's a bunch of cruisers and a German destroyer out there. So, well, first things first, we'll check who we're spawning with. And in 1 second, when the battle actually begins, we can take a look around. Full ship into full ahead first, and we're heading towards A Cup. We have a friendly Vallejo, and it looks like the Seattle is heading maybe towards B Cup, but I'm going to get the engine boost up because I need to scout for the friendly Vallejo. So I can first of all go for the Cup. If the Z-46 isn't coming this way, then I should be able to get into the Cup before the enemy cruisers are there. I am going to be facing 1 or 2 enemy cruisers for sure. Probably could be 2. Depends on how the enemy team spawns, but we'll see. Definitely, yeah, friendly Vallejo comes along. I have backup. That's quite important. So we'll be playing together. I'm going to go in for A Cup, and I'm going to slow down because there might be the Z-46 coming my way, or there might be enemy cruisers. The cruisers I can outspot, but right now I'm just using the capture circle. And there are 2 enemy ships in the capture circle because they're capping and I'm in it, so there's more than 1. There could even be 3 at this point, and yeah, there's Ibuki. I am spotted. Hello, Mr. Ibuki. Immediately start opening up. There's also the Vallejo, and there's the Z-46. So area denial torpedoes out. Ibuki has torpedoes, so obviously there will be torpedoes coming in. Friendly Vallejo goes defensive, but there's a torpedo threat now from 2 directions, from the Ibuki's torpedoes and from the Z-46. Z-46 smokes up, Vallejo backs off. Might be outside radar range. I can't remember if the Vallejo gets a sonar. I don't think so, but yeah, there come the Ibuki torpedoes. So, and yes, they've run into each other. And there's 1 set of Z-46 torpedoes probably coming from the right side. But no problem to dodge that. Vallejo has dodged, I think, most of them. May have taken 1 there. But Z-46 is now no longer pressing the attack, because you wouldn't against the Vallejo and the Kitakaze in a Z-46. And we have chased the other 2 cruisers out, interestingly enough. So we're doing the Han Solo shout very loud and then they run away thing. In that case, we can just defend A Cup, and I'm perfectly content waiting for these people to come out and do something. Also, Z-46 might have torpedoes away because there was only 1 spread, and we'll see if there's anything else coming out. But it doesn't look like. So Z-46 is buggering off, and we are getting the Ibuki's coming back there. He's gone around the island, taken himself out of the battle, even though they had numerical superiority here over the 2 of us. Both cruisers have run away, and I can just simply smoke up, put the island between myself and Ibuki, and he is now again taking on my friendly Vallejo while I am setting fires and just trying to give opportunities for perma-fires. No one is threatening A Cup, so there's no need for me to be in it right now. And there's also Sovietsky Soyuz and Friedrich der Große coming around. So the whole enemy team is coming down this way after the friendly team has cleaned up C Cup, and we're still holding A. Now they're starting to cap A because Vallejo had to leave because he is defensive against 2 battleships and 2 cruisers. So let's see if we can, and a Z-46 around here somewhere. See if we can if we can distract them a little bit. Hello, Mr. Sovietsky Soyuz. You see me? As a destroyer. Hello, Mr. Vallejo. Oh yeah, Vallejo noticed me. Okay, so we're starting to draw fire from the enemy Vallejo. Yes, that's an Ibuki. I see him, but I'm trying to keep the big guns off you. And you've got perma-fires going on the Ibuki, that's fine. So, Sovietsky, do you want to shoot at me? He is in the turn, so I'm dropping the torpedoes a little bit ahead, and that might just be the auto-secondaries, but his turrets are looking my way. So I'm just going to turn away from the Sovietsky Soyuz, and yeah, there comes the fire. And he's going to run into a couple of torpedoes, but my main purpose at this point is to prevent him from doing something about my friendly Vallejo, and to just annoy him a little bit. Unfortunately, I'm about to run out of map, but we will see if I can... we did get some torpedo hits here. I don't think I did get a flood, but we will see if we can set some fires, because the again, friendly Vallejo from the rear is focusing fire, and the Sovietsky Soyuz is wasting his shots trying to sink the destroyer that is defensive. And yes, I have run out of map, but he just fired, so I've got about 20 odd seconds to complete the turn here. And it seems like he's given up. Now the problem is he now has to turn his gun turrets around. He has damage control to single fire, which means that both me and Vallejo are going to pepper him with high explosive and see if we can get a couple of permafires set. There's one from the friendly Vallejo, and Z46 is coming back. There's one for me and another one, and he's now in triple permafire. And I think Vallejo at this point can probably finish him off. There is Z46, so I do have to be a little bit careful with torpedoes. And there is also the enemy Vallejo still coming around, because Ibuki has already died. Yep, there he is. So it's a good time to smoke up again. Let's see if he still has radar or knows how to use it. Maybe he doesn't, I'm not sure. I mean, who else besides me has smoke here, but that's fine. We'll drop some torpedoes in his general direction and see if we can get a fire set. And yeah, he sees the smoke. Obviously, destroyers and smoke screens don't exist. Radar is not a thing, or maybe the Vallejo doesn't have radar. I can't remember. Too many ships these days. But he's already dead, so we can start shooting at the Z46 because he is the last ship alive. And you know what? That friendly Vallejo that I had early in the game, that I started with, is still actually firing away. So with the two of us here have completely held down the cup against most of the enemy team, while the rest of my team is mopped up in the middle. And this was a very, very overwhelming victory all in all. Let's see who's coming up on the top. I think it was the Seattle. We've done a decent amount of damage, but I think the more good we've done here, Seattle, Vallejo and myself have more or less run this game, and very well done to these two cruisers. But that's the value of distracting enemies in a destroyer, and just generally playing with your team rather than just going for whatever in the world it is that you want to do by yourself. So that was just a fun little battle that I had laying around, and it's a little bonus video for you. And that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.